Welcome to You Need to Know. My name is Tim Rice and I will be your host. Each week we're going to bring you information on a variety of topics covering reentry resources and tips. Just recently we had an opportunity to talk to Mike Swagger. Many of you know him or have at least heard of him. Mike founded True Freedom Ministry with Gary Coley. Together they operate a community outreach center for men and women released from prison. He welcomed us to take a look around True Freedom Ministry. Let's take a ride to the south side of Cleveland and find out about Mike's Community Reentry Outreach Ministry.
I'm the Executive Director of True Freedom Ministries. We're an independent evangelical outreach. We're not a church. And we have 4 areas of ministry. And the main one, of course, is prison ministry. We do addiction recovery here in the inner city of Cleveland. We do homeless ministry on the streets of Cleveland. And we do nursing home ministries. Of course, because of my background, my experience, prison ministry is where I'm most passionate about. And that's the biggest thing that we do. We have 6 chaplains on staff who go into the adult and juvenile facilities every day of the week. We have over 200 volunteers that help us in the prisons all around the state of Ohio. And just recently we planted a second office in Lancaster to be a True Freedom Southeast. And True Freedom's goal was to be in every prison every week doing evangelism, discipleship, mentorship, pre-release training, post-release assistance. And right now we're doing that in about 1/3 of the state. So we're praying that God will open doors over the next couple of years to let us blanket the state with True Freedom. We've been at this facility since March of 2012. One of my board members is a senior pastor of Elizabeth Baptist Church, and part of the way they support our ministry is they provide free room space and facilities for us to do our ministry. So we have 4 offices in this, on this floor, and we also have the entire top floor where we do the clothing and reentry assistance. We also have use of the gymnasium and the industrial kitchen in the back where we do our addiction recovery program, and we use the kitchen for the hot meals.
We'll get different things. Sometimes there'll be produce here, that we can share. So whatever is available, we share to whoever comes.
Our goal when guys get out of prison is for us to be their first stop. Everything a person would need when they first come home, as well as cosmetics. So we want people to come here first, be their first stop, so they need to spend their money on anything that's a necessity, and we can provide all that for them for free. We're on up one more. We refer to this room as Dave's Slack Shack, named for Dave Sudnook, the man who actually runs this for us. As you can see, it's extremely well organized. We have everything from winter coats, winter boots and shoes and slippers. You can see there's sport coats. Back here's the suits. And you can see he even has the size indicators on the racks. There's a church that partners with us for the shoes in Medina. And they do a thing called Barefoot Sunday, where they ask their congregation to bring a new pair of shoes and a used pair of shoes, drop them at the altar, and at the end of the service take their own shoes off and leave them where they're sitting and walk out barefoot. And those shoes come here, and we distribute to the guys when they come home. That's why you see there's some of them are new, some are used, and that's how some are new and some are used. They do it for us a couple times a year to keep us stocked. So everything is very expensive, typically, very well maintained. And the gentleman who does this room for us sorts through everything. And if he wouldn't wear it, he wouldn't put it up here. That's his standard.
That's cool.
He said, if I won't wear it, why would I want you to wear it? Right. There's dress clothes, more casual clothes. In every article, as you can see, he hand labels the waist and the inseam. Same thing for the coats. And we'll have a half a dozen guys every week on Thursday come up here and get outfitted. And the whole idea for this room came out of my reentry. When you come home, you have $75. You don't want to spend your $75 on socks, underwear, t-shirts, a hoodie if it's wintertime, soap and shampoo, right?
Right.
So if I can give that to the guys when they come home, they can use their $75 on something more worthwhile. In all the prisons, our contact information is available, so we try to have guys call us or write to us actually a week ahead of time so we know they're coming. We'll have somebody here to meet them and walk them through the room upstairs. So the reentry resources are here for the taking. We want to help guys get off on a right start. In addition to just the basic needs of the clothing upstairs, we do job placement assistance. We partner with several organizations around Cleveland who will help us place guys in jobs. We provide addiction recovery programming. We're a court-approved, parole-approved addiction recovery location. So if you're required to have an AA or NA program as a part of your parole plan, we're able to sign those sheets, and we have a stamp that allows us to do that. So we can be a hub for guys coming home. We also provide reentry assistance. When people have been away for a while, life changes, the world changes, so we help guys reintegrate. And that's sometimes difficult, especially for guys who've done a lot of time, like I did. I'm passionate about reentry because I had to reenter. You know, I was gone for 17 years, and during that time the world changed dramatically. And I had to kind of reinvent the wheel for myself as I came home. So now one of the things that drove me to set the program as we did is to provide things to help guys where I didn't have that help. So having walked through the process of having to readjust to a soft bed in a quiet room and clothes that don't itch and scratch and looks different every day, those things take some time to adjust. So we provided at least a foundation and a network to help guys jump over those couple hurdles. And then the other thing too is once guys get out and start succeeding, success can be stressful also. Help guys make good decisions when they have more than one job offer to take. So we want to walk alongside, especially for the first year, to get guys reestablished. Because our goal is for have every gentleman who comes out of Grafton Correctional or whatever prison they come back to Cleveland to be a productive member of their church or their synagogue or their mosque or their community, contributing member to society and to their family. We have small group accountability groups here. And at Grafton, we have a mentorship program where we bring 50 guys in on a monthly basis, paired off one-on-one. And some of those mentors also volunteer here on Thursday nights, sort of be a bridge for the guys from one environment to another. And we also run the same curriculum that we do in Grafton that we do here, so that people are familiar with what we do.
Russ Rizzo, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm a volunteer with True Freedom Ministry. I have been for about 3.5 years. Mike, I met when he got out of the penitentiary about, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago. And Chaplain Coley, I've known for 35 years of my life. And they both had a big influence on me in turning my life around, and I dedicated my life to Jesus Christ in 2007.
Okay, my name's Terry Karimsky. I was incarcerated 6 times. My last time was in Richland Correctional Institution. So anyway, I got out, and sure enough, the first week I got back, and I was at Harbor Light. It was a halfway facility because I was on parole for 6 months or so. But yeah, they started RU here, and Gary had helped me through a lot of things that I had problems with. When I got out, I had like 6 warrants. And the True Freedom Ministries, which is RU now also, helped me through the whole 6 warrants. You know, they went to court with me and helped me. They gave me clothes that I didn't have when I came out of prison. I had nothing. You know, I didn't have a house. I didn't have nowhere to go. And God's been good to me.
My name's Anthony Trevisano. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. And basically, I'm here tonight at a Reformers Anonymous meeting, and they asked me to come over to give a little testimony to you guys and tell you, you know, a little bit about my life and things that happened. So,
briefly, I've been in and out of penitentiaries for quite a few years. Heroin addict for 7 years. I just got tired of living like that, and finally, one night, I just got on my knees and I asked Christ to come into my life. I asked him, I said, I want to change, but I don't know how.
Because of the ministry and the things that I'm doing now, I'm now back with my ex-wife after 35 years. We just got married this year. Actually, 12, 13, 14 was our wedding date. And I'll tell you how God is. When we went down to get our marriage license, they wanted to know when we were divorced. Well, they looked us up, and we were divorced 12/13/79. So it was exactly, 35 years from the day we were divorced to the day we got remarried.
From the first day I got out, I've been out 2 years now. I came out of federal prison 2 years ago. And this is the first place I came that first Thursday. And it was just, from that day forward, they've always been there for me, clothing, food, right off the rip. They put me in contact with a person from a church that got me involved in the church, And from there, I started working with him. We're delivering furniture, and still to this day, I'm working with that gentleman.
Through Mike's guidance and Gary's guidance and other people, fellowship that we have here at True Freedom, it's helped me immensely. I go around different penitentiaries, and my main one is Grafton. I love it. I love talking about Christ to other people and letting them know that I don't care how messed up you've been or how long you've been messed up. If you want a way out, Jesus is still in the business of changing lives.
But we have small group accountability where the phone numbers are exchanges, addresses are exchanges, and the guys who help us run those programs will make phone calls weekly to make sure people are doing what they're supposed to do and they're not doing what they're not supposed to do. Sure, you know, there's a lot of facilities in Cleveland, and there's other people doing other different things that we do. We're partnered with a lot of those different organizations. However, we're a friendly face. People know us, they see us in prison, so if you come here and this isn't for you, we can refer you to other organizations. We're partnered with all the halfway houses in Cleveland, so if you need a place to stay, we can help you get a place to stay. But we want to walk alongside you, and we're here to help, whatever that happens to be. Our ministry has grown very rapidly, and God's blessed us tremendously. We started in 2012. Gary and I were on staff at a local church, and we stepped out onto nothing. And within a very short amount of time, God's blessed us where we have 8 people on staff now. The phone rings continuously. We average 55 phone calls a day from people who have needs, people who want to help with those needs, people who want to support us, people who want to get involved. So we've grown to the point where we've needed to hire a full-time office manager to help facilitate those things. So it's been very gratifying for me to be where I was 10 years ago, to be sitting here being able to help other people. Thanks for coming to my house for a change.
In the weeks ahead, we will bring you valuable information about small business loans, car loans, and mortgages. We'll invite guests with real-world information, people who actually have the answers about things such as transitional housing, what to do about child support issues, and how to get a job. In an upcoming episode, we will have a staff attorney from the Ohio Public Defender's Office. He will answer some of the most frequently asked questions about changes in the law, judicial release, and 80%. If you have ideas for a future episode, let us know. This is Resident Generated Television.